Hi, my name is Beth Massey and welcome to the Windows Forms over Data video series. In this next video, I'm going to show you how we can add a column to our table in our database and what changes we need to make to our application in order to see those changes. So I've got an application already open in Visual Studio. I've created a form and a data set called Customer. This builds upon the OMS database that we created in the previous videos. What I'm going to do is add a column to our customer table so that we can get it into our database, into our data set, as well as display it on our form. So the first thing we need to do is we need to come to our customer table and add our new field. So I'm going to right click and go to Open Table Definition. So the field we want to add is another address line. So instead of just allowing one address line, let's add two. So I'm going to call this address 2. And it'll just be a varchar 50. And then we'll just press save. Now in order to get this address 2 into our data set and then onto our form, we first need to modify our data set. So I'm going to go over to our data set and we'll right click on the customer data set, select Add Column, and then I'm just going to call this address 2. Now you can use the property sheet to make changes to the data type. We already have this as a setup as a string. That's the default. So the next thing we need to do is we need to reconfigure our select statement so that it now pulls in the address 2 from our database table. So I'm going to now go to the customer table adapter and right click and select configure. And this will open up the select statement. So what I'm going to do is just add our address 2. Now that will pull up from our database. So now that's all that's left to do is to go back to our form and then go to the data sources window and you'll see address 2 here, and we can just go ahead and drag and drop the new field onto our form. Okay, and now we can just hit F5 to run it. Okay, so then we can just go ahead and enter some data in here and press save. Looks like it worked. Let's check it. We'll hit F5 one more time. And there it goes. It just saved into our database. So that's how you get how you add a new column. You add it to your table in your database first, then you make the changes to your data set, and then you can drop the new fields on your form. So I'd like to thank you for your time. If you'd like to check out the Visual Basic Developer Center, we'll be posting updates to these videos there. Please also check out the Visual Basic team blog and my blog for more information. Thanks again.